and welcome to another vlog, and I am so excited to be here with you guys today. And if you're new here, I'm posting content every week, and if you love home, decor, travel, homemaking, food, all things home, this is the channel for you. So it's officially September, which means fall is upon us, and if you live in Florida or anywhere in the South, you know that it does not feel like fall at all. But the stores are turning more fall, the clothing is turning more fall, there's fall decor and pumpkins everywhere. And I am doing my yearly reset right now, which means that before the fall starts and the winter starts, I always like to take time in August and September to go over every single closet in my house. I just love going through all the things and taking inventory of the things that I own, the things that need to be donated, the things that could be gifted, and the things that just don't spark any joy for me anymore. I think I'm not the only one who has gone to the store, has bought something, and then comes back home and realizes that you already own that thing, or that you have something that is very similar. So before the winter, before the fall starts, I always like to go over all my home decor to make sure that I have items for each season, and also just remind myself of things that I own. But today I am just taking inventory of my everyday things. I shared my linen and tablecloth collection with you all last week. Today I'll be sharing a few other items that I keep accessible for hosting that I'm able to use year round. And then I'm gonna give you guys some home updates and just spend a little cozy weekend with you all here in Florida. I am taking my time to do the things that I know will be timeless and classic, and saving enough money to purchase the furniture and items that I know will last me a long time. And this year, we were kind of doing a project by year. And this year, our big project was our entryway, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how it turned out. I did show a little bit of the developments on last week's vlog, but this week I am showing you guys how it has turned out because I am obsessed with it. When we first moved here, this was all white, and I wanted this to feel very elegant, timeless, almost like you're coming into a restaurant. So we went with some traditional molding and trim work, but it still felt so white, and I wanted to do some wood paneling. I think it's so elegant, classic, very colonial, but also transitional, a little bit modern. And I think it turned out so beautiful. I just love how the lighting turned out. I love the stain in the panels. They did such an amazing job. So I went with these sconces. I love that they were like the classic sconce, but the clear see-through bottom here gave them a more transitional modern look, not as traditional. These turned out way better than I thought. We are still waiting on the brass plates for this part. We were able to do that one and this one. Ideally, I want to also have the buttons and the plugs be brass, but for now we'll make that work. I also found this light online. I'll link it below. And I loved it because it did match with our entryway chandelier. But yeah, it turned out beautiful. I love it. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. I think Pinterest was my best friend during this process, and I truly think it helped communicate what I was looking for. And of course, my ruggable. I'm obsessed with ruggable. I think these are the best rugs. This is an area that has a lot of traffic, so I want things that I can easily throw in the washer and wash whenever they get dirty. So this is the rug we're working with. I do want to buy a beautiful vintage umbrella holder for the corner. I think that'll be it. And then of course we need to find a small entryway table, and I already have inspirations. We also followed the paneling here in the entrance of our dining room. I think I've said this before, but I truly believe that repetition in a home is the key to cohesiveness. And this was so wide and so big that I wanted to make sure we incorporated the wood elements elsewhere. And then we also continued the wood paneling here as we came into the kitchen to make sure that all the main entrances to our house had that wood panel welcoming people in. And then that was a direct result of us doing these wood shelves. So I love these shelves so much, and I love bringing this warm color into our home so much that I decided to just keep adding the wood. And I don't regret it, guys. I think it turned out so great. So leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, really excited of how this turned out. All right, so we are back in our mudroom that has really become my entertainment closet slash center. I think if I ever move and we are having the opportunity to build a home, I would love to build my own hosting closet. Unfortunately, because this is a spec home, such space did not exist. So I have slowly transformed our mudroom into my little entertainment area. My husband and I, we don't have kids yet, and we don't have sports that we love or things that we need to keep in our mudroom. So I have slowly taken over our mudroom. So I'm sharing with you guys today my flower vase cabinet. I absolutely love fresh flowers. It is a small little luxury that just elevates any space. So obviously throughout the years, I have collected a good amount of vases through either people giving me flowers, so for birthdays or as hostess gifts, and also just vases that I've absolutely loved and I have bought. So if you're starting a vase collection, or you just bought a home, or you live in an apartment and you love fresh flowers, my favorite size and style is this just regular round glass. This is amazing for roses. Roses look so beautiful when they're cut short and you can see the stems. But this is my favorite one. I got this at Home Goods. All right, I got a little stool so I can get up there. This does go high and I am only 5'3", so I definitely need assistance. And then this is the other clear one that I use a lot, and it is a tall one. If I'm having a event and I want greenery as part of the table, this one has always worked perfectly because it holds longer stems, and because this is smaller, it'll keep things a little bit tighter and together. So palm leaves, ferns, all those type of things. And this is from Target and I absolutely love it. Staying in my glass ones, this is the first one I ever bought. I bought it in 2016. I've kept it for years, and it's a little bit more rustic. I love the rope design, and whenever I have an event that's just a little bit more casual, I love pulling this one out. This holds any type of bouquet, any type of flower, and it's just like a very good standard one. I will say that if you don't know how to do flower arrangements and you do want to have flowers as part of your decor, this is your best friend. You put one bud or one or two buds in here and they look so pretty. And of course you want to have different sizes, different looks. These are so fun. You can find sets of these on Amazon, or I got these at home. They were like $1.99 each, and I just got an assortment of sizes and colors. And then staying on the classic ones that I think you should definitely get if you're starting a vase collection, you need white. This is not white, it's more of a cream, but I love this one. It's from Target. I use this, I would say that out of all my vases, this is the one that I use the most because I don't have to be as perfect as this. This has to be perfect when you're cutting, and you have to clean your flowers really well because people can see everything in there. This one, I can hide my mistakes a little bit more. So if I cut something a little bit too short and it doesn't look beautifully symmetrical, this is my best friend. The other style that I have is a little bit more glam, and I got these for Christmas one year for my tablescape. I have 4 of them. I use these for 2 different things. One for candles, but I also use these for flowers because they are gorgeous. One of my favorites when I have smaller bouquets, Actually, if you go to Whole Foods or you have a Whole Foods near you, they do have some smaller bouquets that they sell that are already arranged if you're wanting something quick and simple. And this is perfect. This is a perfect size for that. I got this at Home Goods as well, and I love it so much. It's so pretty, and one of the ones that I use the most because it's also great for smaller tables, nesting tables, and tables. So something like this is a little bit more complicated, but once you have, let's suppose you do chicken wire. Once you have the chicken wire, as long as you are covering the wire throughout, something like this looks stunning. So elegant, and it looks professional. So I love using these for the holidays. This year we took a little break, but I used to host a yearly Mexican theme party. So I have everything I need for that kind of party. And this is one of my favorite collections, and I'm not gonna take them out. I think I can show you guys there. But I got colorful bud vases from Amazon. This set I absolutely love. And for my Mexican party, I used all of them. For Christmas, I can pull the green, the red, this orangey I can pull off too. So it's very versatile. I love it. I keep this in the box. But yeah, this is if you host a lot and you love color in your tables. We're going to our closet now, our hallway closet. We're going to share something else I do keep in hand. Yeah, I think that works. I do love gifting flowers. It's something I do every year for Christmas whenever I go to someone's house because I enjoy making flower arrangements so much. I do keep these. These are from the dollar store. I have 10 right now. So this Christmas, I am ready to go. These are also great for candles. So if you're hosting a beautiful long table and you don't want to spend money on flowers, this is a cheaper way to make your table look beautiful. I'll try to put some pictures here of inspiration. But what I think would be the best to do with you all is to take everything out, throw everything on the floor, and then put it back inside with you guys. So I took everything out of the closet. I'm going to go ahead and clean these boxes. I got these on Amazon. I thought they were so cute, and they are easy to collapse as well if I ever don't need them. But yeah, they are a little bit dirty. So let's go ahead and clean these, and then we'll come and organize everything and put it back in the closet. You don't need to go to the Container Store. You don't have to spend money on fancy organizing items. Just with a few household items, you can definitely make things feel a little bit more organized. So I am starting with a collection that I think it's the most organized, and the one I've done the better job of kind of keeping tame, and those are tea lights and tea light candles and candles in general. So I've always kept my tea lights in this plastic container, and tea lights is my favorite and most underrated hosting and tablescape item. They give the table a festive mood, a romantic. Lighting is everything in the home. Lighting is everything when it comes to tablescapes. They're also easier to deal with and maintain and just manage than candlesticks with taper candles. Taper candles are beautiful, but they're not practical. They'll start burning, they'll start like melting all over like your tablescape and your candlestick, and they can be a nightmare. So I always opt for tea lights. The first one style I have is this one. I actually got this at the dollar store. I cannot believe that I got this at the dollar store, guys. This is so beautiful. It looks like expensive glass. It also looks so elegant, and this is by far my favorite one to roll out during the holidays because it looks very classy, very elegant, but you can use it year round. I also have this style. I use this for my friend's baby shower. They're also from the dollar store. I love these, and to round up my dollar store collection, I got these color ones one year, and they've been a little fun addition for the holidays. I also have some of them in blue, and also for my Mexican parties. I think they look so beautiful next to the colorful bud sets. The other set of tea lights that I've had for years and years and years, and I think these were from Kirkland, are these gold tea light holders. They are so beautiful for parties, for Christmas, year round you can use these, and they're also great for the night. Finally, and this is also one of the ones I use the most, I have from Z Gallery. I think they just declared bankruptcy actually, which I understand the furniture aspect of why they weren't selling as much, because that kind of sort of glam look has gone out of style. But they had amazing charger plates, amazing games, amazing gift items. So I'm kind of sad because they had a store here in Tampa that I used to go in during the holidays and buy gifts for my friends. But I got this 12-piece set. These are way bigger than the ones from the dollar store. So they're a little bit larger, and I love them because they go with everything. I think gold, clear, and silver are the best colors to add to your collection. If you're starting your collection, do clear first. But then as the years go by, if you want to add gold or silver, I think that's a great idea. All right, so another thing that I love about tea lights is that they're cheap and you can literally buy them anywhere. I got this bag of tea lights from IKEA so many years ago. I think it was like 5 years ago. And I'm still using them. I am still using this bag of tea lights. The bag broke, so I'm transferring them into my little handy Ziploc bag. If you don't want to deal with actual candles, I got these little LED tea lights. They give you the same look. The light is not as pretty. I do love natural light. I think the flickering is so beautiful. But these are great if you have kids and you don't want to be dealing with actual things that are on fire. So candles is something that I buy as I need. I don't keep a lot of candles in the house other than my tea lights, because this happens to them after an event. So if you are reusing them, they won't look as good the next time. And I am keeping them because if I host another carol event and I need pink candles, I already have some. In fact, this is the best way to store used candles. And then I do have a little cheeky item that I bought a while back, but look at that price. They were $5 at HomeGoods. Do not sleep on the clearance section of HomeGoods. Yes, sometimes the items might not be the most beautiful or trendy or in season. However, you can find items that will pay off later. And these beautiful tapered green candles, they're gorgeous for the holidays now. So I know that whatever tablescape I do, I have these beautiful green candles that will look great for Thanksgiving or even Christmas. They were less than $1 each. Keep your candles cheap. Do not spend a lot of money on candles. Flameless candles from Better Homes and Gardens. I think I got this at Walmart. These I got in 2016. So these are flameless, they're battery operated, and they have a little flame in the inside. I like putting these inside of cylinders, like the silver cylinders that I showed you that I have in my base collection. They look so beautiful and I don't have to worry about burning candles. But you guys have seen probably the ones that are a little bit more realistic, that have the moving flame. I've been wanting to invest in a set of 4 or 6 of those for a while, and I haven't. So I'm gonna make a list of Black Friday specials of things that I wanna buy. And if I find a good Black Friday flameless electronic or battery operated candles that are a little bit more realistic than these, I think that'll be one of the investments I make this year. So we have these brushed gold candlesticks. I like them. I think this might be a little bit too shiny in the long term, but they work. I did decorate my own birthday a few years ago, and I wanted pastel colors, and I found these glass blown ones at HomeGoods. I thought they were so fun and so beautiful. And I love that they have like different shapes. They look very summery. This was also a last year sale buy. And I think these will be good for Thanksgiving. So I think I got these on sale. I thought they were so fun. Love the color, and these are gonna all be stored standing up. And thankfully, I don't have as many. I have 3 of those. I don't have as many. And then we have a second plastic box. I do also keep here my boards. So if you're wanting to write down the menu or the cocktails, they have been so handy, so useful. And then I'm going to put some of my actual tablescape items in there. So I have my Christmas. These are little trees, napkin rings that I use for larger gatherings. I have my vintage palm napkin rings. I bought them at an antique shop and they didn't come in a box or bag. Bow napkin rings to a Ziploc bag. I did find these napkin rings at Hobby Lobby last year and they were $3.99 each. I was able to get them for 50% off. So they ended up being around $2 each. And I thought they were so fun because you can expand them. You can move around these beautiful crystal teardrops. Look how gorgeous that is. So you could lay them down like this. You can open them up and put them in the napkin. And I think this will be one of my Christmas napkin rings that I'll use this year. I cannot stress this enough. Do an inventory every year, almost like you have a business, because at the end of the day, you might not remember what you bought 12 months ago. The last item that I have that I'm also going to transition into Ziploc bags are these really cool cutlery resting pieces. You put them on the table like this and you can rest your fork and your knife on them if you don't want them to touch the table. They were also initially designed for chopsticks. If you go to any Asian restaurant that has actual wood chopsticks, they will sometimes have a little chopstick resting piece. They're a fun little neat thing to have. We're gonna have to do a separate holiday decor clean out haul inventory video. We are done and I am so happy and it makes me feel so accomplished whenever you clean something, organize something, or reshuffle things around. But I am so hungry right now and we are trying to be healthy, so I'm going to be doing a little salad with you guys. There are so many ways that you can have a salad feel restaurant quality, and these are some of the ways that we like to elevate our salad. So first, we make our dressings homemade. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do have bottle home dressings whenever I have people that I'm hosting that I don't have time to make my own dressing, or whenever I'm in a rush and I'm just wanting to throw something really quick together and we don't have homemade dressing, then I'll use a bottle dressing, and they're better qualities than others. But we like making our home dressing here. We do vinaigrettes, we do Caesar dressing. This actually, my husband made this and he did it with anchovies and in the blender, and then after he blended it up, he just put it in this little container. The second way of making a salad feel elevated is making your own croutons or breadcrumbs. These are seasoned perfectly. They don't have that plastic flavor that these massive corporate croutons have. Again, I use those croutons. I have some in my pantry right now. But if you have the time, make your own croutons. It'll make a big difference. Cheese, I like shredding my own cheese from the block. Fresh produce, we're gonna do a simple salad today. Yeah, let's have lunch. realize that my black and blue on the lip is showing. And I think I ought to share with you gals why. A while ago, I had all my fillers removed from my lips. I never did fillers on the face, but one of my priorities was to try to stop putting things in my body that I think would be bad for me in the long term. However, because I started doing fillers in my lips a little bit younger, not super young, I was 27 when I started. So at 27, I decided to plump my lips a little bit more. Because it had been a while, my tissue had expanded. So it's something that you need to take into account if you are going to do lip fillers. The tissue does expand. And once you remove that from the tissue, it'll, like anything that expands, like when you lose weight and lean it back or vice versa, skin expands. So that happened to my lips. I expanded them, and then when I removed everything, unfortunately, I did have a little bit of wrinkling in my lips. So I went earlier this week, and they just gave them a little bit of a hydration fill. It's very small. I think they look like they did a week ago, so I don't think there's like a very visible difference, except a little bruising that happens, which is like normal, and sometimes it happens. So I think I did a good job with my lipstick this week. I think I started the vlog with gray lipstick, but however, we've been now for a few hours together. So, but if you guys are interested, I'm always happy to answer any questions. I am very transparent. I will always be very transparent with you all about everything. I'm an open book. I've always been an open book. I will share with you guys anything you want. So I'm gonna have lunch, and then we'll catch up a little bit later because I do want to show you guys something upstairs. I wanted to bring you guys upstairs to our media room because I wanted to get your opinion, but also share this amazing discovery that I've made. So we did electric shades a few months ago, and it's really convenient. I just use my remote. There's also an app that works. Unfortunately, because we wanted blackout shades, we couldn't do a custom size specifically for this wall. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. So this is a bigger window. So whenever we're watching TV, there's still a gap there that reflects on our TV. That drives my husband absolutely mad. And I get it. I get it. We invested money on shades, there were blackouts, and they're not getting the job done. So we had the idea of fixing it by just adding curtain panels on the openings. I was really against this idea. But the more I thought about it, I thought it would be a beautiful way to add contrast. And I found this website called Curtarra, and they do custom curtains. You write down the sizes of the curtains that you need. You also get to pick the style of the curtain. I think they give you up to 5 free samples. So I ordered the ones that I thought would work with the room. The first one I ordered was this beautiful gray. It's called Urban Ivory. It has a very thin herringbone pattern there. Even though I love it, I thought it was a little bit too shiny and it matches too much with the couch. The same style of fabric, but in oatmeal. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I did this linen in natural beige. It's also blackout. I did think that I had a lot of brown. Then I got this beige. It's called Beige Zoe Cream, but I think it's stunning. We have Irish Cream, and this is Gabriel, and this has a thicker herringbone pattern. And even though these two are my favorites, and this is a little bit wrinkly, but I want to show you guys here, it's very soft, perfect blackout, very thick. These two were my favorite, but I think this pattern is going to be the one that will have the most contrast, but also look the most beautiful and the most appropriate for this meeting room. And I think this will be a beautiful complementary color to add to the room. So we are going to be measuring our windows this weekend and ordering from them, and I'm going to share with you guys my experience. When I started looking at curtains, I was in shock with the prices. So I will keep you guys posted on my process with Curtarra how much it costs and if it's worth you guys looking into it if you're looking for kind of that custom look but want to keep it a little bit more affordable.
This is so pretty. I also always love things like this. I find them to be so unique. They kind of give you an antique look and it's $20. It's a really fun little thing to have. I always say that Target has the best little nesting tables, side tables, and these are gorgeous. I don't think I have anywhere to put these, but these are beautiful. So I can't believe these are still here. I have these in my built-in. If you guys have seen my built-in, I have 3 of them. One of the vignettes and the built-in, and I find them to be so pretty. I love the color. I love the texture. It's very organic, but still very chic. Are $25. They're so beautiful, so classy, so chic, and it's something you can have for years and years and years and it won't go out of style. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit apprehensive about this new trend of fuzzy pumpkins because I think it is a trend and it'll go out of style. So if you're buying things like this, make sure you don't spend a lot of money on them because they will 1000% be out of style in a few years. I don't have a place for this, but this is a great buy for $35. It's a woven base, treasure, sturdy monkey. Love it. All right, we didn't buy anything at Target. And unless it's something that is absolutely stunning, that I know will last me a very long time, and that it's a classic and not a fad, I really have a hard time spending money or justifying the expense. We're gonna go into Home Goods and see if there's anything here. I also need to make, I think, a caveat. I know this is a full cozy vlog, but I'm not a big fall decor girl. In Florida, it doesn't feel like fall until November, and by then I just want to enjoy my Christmas decor because it takes so much effort to put a tree up. So I will have a few pumpkins here and there between now and Thanksgiving, but by November I'm already on full Christmas mode. Not to mention that we don't have all the furniture yet, so I have very little spaces to put pumpkins and fall things. So yes, I still love taking you guys along and showing you what I would buy, what I like, what I would gravitate towards, so that if you are a fall girly or you love decking out your home for the fall and you love that style, that you feel inspired or know what I would buy if I was decking my house out for the fall. But anyways, let's go into Home Goods and see what we find. Setting or for the outdoors, they would be so chic. I do think I got inspired, and this is one of the reasons why I do love going out and seeing seasonal decor and what the stores are bringing, and I have a few thoughts to share with you all. First, I did get inspired to possibly buy 2 fall themed wreaths to put outside my door.
I do this for Christmas. I love it. I think it makes the house look festive and welcoming whenever people are coming in. And I think that is a very timeless, classy way of sprucing up the home so it feels like fall. There were a lot of fussy, hairy pumpkins everywhere, and I know that is a trend. If you have kids and you want to decorate the rooms and you have the fussy pumpkins, I think that'll look maybe great. Personally, not a fussy pumpkin kind of girl. I think that's a trend. I think that it's not timeless. I don't think it's classic. I think they're fun. If you like having all types of pumpkins and you love pumpkin and fall decor, then go for it. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on them. I know that every single trend has a designer option, so for that I would probably stick to Home Goods, Target, Walmart. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on that.